welcome to QAvalidation.com. So in our Java for QA video series, the next topic is Java encapsulation. So now it is again a concept of your Java object-oriented programming. Now, what is exactly an encapsulation? So encapsulation is nothing but binding the data members with your methods to make a class is nothing but encapsulation. Now, basically to provide more security and access levels to your classes, variables, methods, and also your constructors, Java provided some what you call keyword or predefined keywords, and that is called as Java modifiers. So now Java encapsulation is achieved by using the Java modifiers. Okay. So now this picture, if you observe here, there are four different types of Java modifiers are there, or access specifier also we can say. Okay, so private, default means if you're not mentioning anything, and protected and public. So what exactly is this? We will see one by one. So let me flip to Eclipse, and here what I will do, I'll create a new package. So let's say that package 1, and I'll create another package quickly. I'll let you know what is that needed. Okay, so here now let's go to this example here, I mean this chart. So here, so let me first go with the default modifier. So default modifier means I'm not providing any specific keyword for that. So let's say if I mentioned only string, my string equal to something. Okay, so here what it does, so here if it is default, then inside class members can use that. So if you have any classes or variables that is a default, then you can use that within the class. So there is no restriction to use that. If it is within the same package, yes, I can use that. So in a package, if you have multiple classes, then they can even use that. Subclasses, subclasses means if some child class is inherited, actually those uh, I mean, so let's say there is there is a parent class and there is a child class. So child class can take those variables or the methods, or can access those variables and methods from the parent class if it is a default specifier. Okay, so that we will see. So what I will do in the back, so remember we have seen in the inheritance this bank account example where we have a customer name, customer account number, and we were what you call accepting those name and account number and displaying that. So I will use some kind of this to explain that. So here what I will do, I'll create a class. So let's say bank account. Okay, and I'm not going to put the main method here. So here what I will do, I'll create string customer name. Okay, so here this is default actually. So here I'm not specifying any keyword here. And the second thing is that account number, and let's say let's make it as a static. Okay, static, let's say long balance. So these are the three main things that is required if you are using a bank account, right? So let me create some method here. So set customer, so let's say that. And here what I'm going to do, I will accept some variables. So here what I will do is string name and long, here what is that, account number. Okay, so here I'm accepting two parameters here. Okay, so what I will do here, customer name equal to name, and here number sorry, account number equal to number. Okay, and static, I will show you how to access that. And there is again another method which will say that display customer, let's say that. And here I'm not accepting anything here, so let me quickly print this customer name. Okay, the same thing, I want to display all these three variables. Okay, so here this is my customer account number, and here customer balance, and here this will be my balance. Fine, so this is my parent class with all the default variables and default methods I have declared. Okay, now what, so within the same package I can access. So what I can do, I'll create another class here. So let's say that HDFC Bank, HDFC Bank. Fine. Okay, I'll create a main method here. So let me do one thing. So I am not inheriting that, because if you see here the chart, even though you are not inheriting within the same class, you can access it also, right? Within the same package, if there are multiple classes, they can access the variable there. So what I can do here, so here I have three variables, right? Now these are the two variables, and this is my what you call non-static method. So what I can do here, I have to create an object of that. So what I will do, bank account, see I can access that because it is public. We'll see that public. So bank account equal to new bank account. So if I'm doing like this, I can access all the variables, right? Because default. So bank account number, here I can access it. So what I will do, I'm not accessing the variables. What I will do, I will access that method, actually the set customer. So here I'll pass two variables. So let's say xyz some name, and the second thing is that some account number. And here what I will do, there is a static variable, right? That is nothing but my balance. So what I will do, I'll put like this. Okay, and now what I will do, ba dot display customer. So I can do that, and let's run it. So here you can see everything, I can access it. So because bank account and HDFC Bank, these both are within the same package, that's why I can access it without any problem. Now let's create another bank or another class. Let me give it as a SBI Bank, and let me extend it from here. Okay, so what I will do here, let me extend of this bank account. Okay, now let's see if still I can access it or not. Now here what I will do, I'll create again the same thing. So there actually, because I was not extending that, I was creating the object of this bank account, but here I am extending that. It means I am inheriting, so I can even create an object of this SBI Bank, and I can access the variables that we have already seen in our inheritance concepts. Okay, so here new SBI Bank, and let's say SI dot, if I put again the same thing, so let me create some. So here what I will do, SBI name and some value, and here SI dot. So I can even by using this, or else what I can do directly, I can bank account dot balance, even I can do. So without creating the object also, I can access the balance, because balance is a static. Okay, so here something like this, and then SI dot display customer. Okay, so let me execute this. See here, so customer name, customer account number, and balance. So if it is, because it is default, whether I inherit that or I inherit that, anyway I can access the variables and the methods. Okay, so this is all about. Now let me create, so let's say that this is again another package, I'll create another. So here let's say ICICI Bank. Okay, now this is in different package. So let's try if I can use that or not. Okay, so bank account, I can access it because bank account is in package 1, but because bank account is public, I can access it. So here you can see this is public. Public means I can access in any package. Now here bank account equal to new bank account. Now see, I'm not able to get any of the variables or the methods from there. Why? Because everything is default actually. So default means I can access only within the same package. Outside package, I don't have access to that. So that's what it is telling the chart. What it says, it says there is no, actually if other package or other subclasses also, I can't use it, even though I. So let's say that if I inherit, actually, so bank account I will inherit, even though I'm in other package, if I inherit also, I can't access it, default one. Okay, so now what I will do, Now let's see another type actually. So let's see protected. Now protected, what it says, if you inherit you can get it. Okay, so I'll change this. Okay, so this is my parent class only. What I will do, I'll make everything protected. From default I will make it as protected everything. Okay, and even these methods also, because these access specifiers or the modifiers will be applicable for variables and also for methods, and even if you have some constructor also, that is applicable. Okay, so now I have made everything protected. Now yes, as the chart says, I can access, see no errors here because it is within the same package, be it default or protected, I can use it anywhere. Okay, so now let's close this. Now we are interested into this other package. Okay, so I'm extending that and let's see if I create a, what do you call, the object of this. So ICICI Bank equal to new ICICI Bank, and then if I put IB dot, see here you can see I can I can access the account number, customer name, even those methods also, set customer, even display customer also. So let's do that. So let's say set customer first. So here ICICI name, this is my name, and here some account number, and here I can access directly with that because that is a static actually, this balance. Okay, equal to, let's say, some amount, and then what I will do, IB dot display customer. Okay, because display customer is also protected only, so that's why I can use it. See here, so if I don't extend, I won't get all the protected things in an another package. That's what it is telling. The chart is saying that if you have protected, see, default and protected, only difference is this one only. If you inherit, you can get it in any package actually, that one. Okay, if you're not inheriting, then within the same package only the access level is there. That's all about your default and protected. Now let's see about private actually. So you can see private means within the same class. You will not be accessing anywhere except that class, that we will see. So what I will do, this bank account.java, what I will do, I'll make it as a private, let's say. Okay, now here you can see it is throwing everywhere error here. Now what is the error it is showing? Visibility of balance to package only. So because it is outside of your class, you can't access it. The same thing here also. And of course with this different package you cannot access that, the same problem only, because it is visibility is not proper actually. Okay, it should be protected, then only you can use that. Okay, so here another thing what I can do here, so let's say that now there are situations you make everything private actually. So let's say private, and here also private. Okay, now see, only we have one problem with the balance only. Now what we can do, if I mean, let's say I don't want to give this variable access anywhere, so what I can do, I can create one variable here, balance, and what I will do everywhere, instead of this balance, what I can do while displaying, so anyway I can't access this because this is private, but how I am going to use it, I can use it indirectly by using this method actually. So here what I can do, balance equal to balance, I can do like this. So I can pass a parameter here. Now everywhere what I will do while displaying, I'll pass that. Okay, now see the error is gone, and I can, okay, some other problem, we'll see those things. Okay, so here you can see those whatever I passed that, so the same way you can utilize, see here also, these are all, so we are indirectly using this one, right? We are sending the name and number, and for this class only we have implemented these things. So outside nowhere you can access it. If I put here as account, there is no account only here, because that one I can't access it because that is private actually. Okay, so private means within the same class only. If it is protected, then if I'm inheriting in any package, I can use it. Okay, if it is default, within the same package, I can use anywhere. If it is public, then anywhere I can use. So I can use in this, I can use in this, any one of these package. Be if I inherit, if I don't inherit, it doesn't care about that. I can access it. That's what we had done that, right? Here this bank account is public, so anywhere I can use it without any problem here. So it's not throwing any error if I access this bank account. Balance is not throwing an error because balance is private, but bank account, when I'm typing here, it's not throwing me access any error because it's public. Okay, so depending on the situation of your project and the way you want to work, or the way your product, what you call, give the facility, you have to make the things private, protected, and public. Okay, so that's all about your data encapsulation. Okay, so this will be the end of your Java object oriented programming. Now we'll see some more topics in our next video series. So stay tuned and do subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.